Hi Aquarius, this is for you. I'm Karma. Thank you for joining me with Karma on Deck at my YouTube channel. Psychic here in Las Vegas, about to do a reading for you for your March 10th through March 16th reading for Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what you're up to. Yeah. Nice little easy introduction to Mercury retrograde. I don't know how that's been going for you guys. I've seen a few people have some bumps here and there. Let's see what's going on with you, Aquarius. Here we go. Okay, kids. So things are coming up for you. So let's take a look and see. So first thing that shows up is there's some new relationships coming up for you. I have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, new connects, new people in your life. You'll be meeting some possible new love interest for those of you that are single. The Page of Cups usually means somebody you don't know already. So if you're out there dating, you're going to meet some new people. This shit always happens with Mercury retrograde. You either meet new people or the older ones come back in your life. I do have the Three of Swords for you next week. The Three of Swords talks to us about miscommunication. Hello, Mercury. That's your Mercury card if there ever was one. This is just words crossed, and literally the meaning of this card talks about, like in the little booklet that comes with it, I'll remember when I got it. I thought it was kind of interesting that it said heartbreak if communication isn't acquired, if communication doesn't happen. I do see some things coming up for Page of Wands, some education and schooling. This feels more like a training, education, continuing education, research for something for work, something simple like a CPR card or a work card or a state card, something that goes along with your employment. I feel like you're in the midst of a project, Aquarius. Four of Wands tells me that half of the work that the foundation is laid and you're beginning to erect your structure and things are starting to show up for you, so you're able to see some results. The interesting thing that came up for you though, the three major cards that came up along with the Two of Swords. There is some good news, I promise. But behind here, so let me show you. Six of Coins, small decisions over money. The Fool card talks to us about, like, this is the moment that you come to a crossroads. So when you are standing there trying to make a decision, you have to sit there and really decide and map where you're going. The High Priestess is coming up, so it's telling us that you should trust your instincts on most of your decisions, that your subconscious mind knows more than you think it does. And so when you start hearing words coming out of your mouth that aren't yours, it's because your subconscious is letting you know, like, what you've decided. Here, listen to your own language. Start paying attention to like what you're saying. Watch your I ams. So your subconscious mind really will take over for you. It's running constantly. I do see some celebration. There's a vacation in alignment for some of you coming up next weekend. I don't feel like it's coming up soon, but it feels like something that's happening. It's a celebration. I feel like it's something by water, beach-ish, or something where you're getting away. Not just like a little local thing. I do feel like you're going to have to do some repetitive labor this week. Some of the things that you've already set in place is showing back up as incomplete, and little finishing touches are getting to it. It's going to be a slightly aggravating for you because the Three of Coins tells me that you're going to have to be hustling for money harder than you usually do. Recruit, get some help, give yourself extra time. This is one of the instances where I feel like some of the shit you have to do, if you aren't careful with paying attention to details, you'll have to do it again. So you might find yourself in that situation if you don't set yourself up to win. So get yourself some support, take some extra time. I do have the Two of Swords for you guys. The Two of Swords, Aquarius, tells me that you have a decision that you don't feel like you can win. It's six of one, half dozen of the other. You kind of feel like there is, just too much at stake either direction that you go. That also goes with my Fool card, because the Fool card's a big turning point for you, right? So the Two of Swords can go with that too. The biggest problem that you're having right now is making this decision, and the reason why you want to make a decision consciously and not just allow yourself to just traipse along whatever easy path there is if you don't make a decision on your own, one of these may expire. Like they'll just have an expiration date, or it's just like food. Like if you don't eat it hot or you don't eat it right now, it's not going to be right. So if you don't make a decision consciously on your own, sometimes the universe will make it for you. And I always say, like, you have the High Priestess, so intuition is a big deal for you right now. Pay close attention to the signs. The High Priestess tells us, you know, that you can trust your gut. So if you can't think, if there's too much data going either direction, trust your gut. There was one more thing I was going to say to that. When you are making these decisions and you stick in one place too long, I always talk about that movie, Final Destination, where the guy is standing at the curb, right? And if you're going to be like him, if you listen to the whispers and you kind of turn like a dowsing rod and just kind of go the direction you're supposed to go, you'll start finding your way. But the universe will whisper, and then it will shout, and then it will shove, and pretty soon you're going to be that guy on the sidewalk and talking to his friend as he steps off, doesn't pay attention, he gets hit by the bus. Well, if you don't make choices, the universe will move you where you need to be. So don't go get in front of the bus or the train. Just start making moves and get yourself in alignment with where you're supposed to be. So between the Page of Cups for individuals with relationships, I also see the Four of Cups, which tells me that you're going to have some social engagements toward the end of the week. It's also time for you to let go of some things. I have the Queen of Swords, which means walking away from issues or walking away from some of those more toxic situations. She has a dead tree in the background. I read a meme recently that said, stop being the first one to text and see how many dead flowers you're watering. Maybe you should start paying attention to who you're giving your energy to that isn't worth it, or isn't the return isn't worth it, or that's more toxic for you. So anyways, I do find that you guys are going to be a little oversensitive this week, a little bit busy and overworked. Like I said, give yourself some extra time. Try to be a little more communicative if you can. And if you don't think you understand what's happening with someone or what they're saying, just ask again and be patient. Thanks for joining me. If you want a reading, come find me, karmaondeck.com, or find me on Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Anyways, tell me where you are in the world. Let me know how you think your reading went, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Talk to you next time.